to automate task assignment using Zenphi. Zenphi offers two actions that allow you to be able to assign tasks to other users. The first action that we're going to be going over is called Assign Task. Let's go over the configuration. Here you're able to set up a task name, task description, and even edit the outcomes. Down at the bottom is the email portion of the task where you're able to add a sender display name, an assignee email, subject, body, and even add attachments. To make sure that your task is completed, you're able to enable reminders as well as set up an expiry date. Now, if we move on to the Output tab, we're able to see all of this information, like how long it took them to complete the task, when their response was received, as well as the outcome and any comments. If you have any pending tasks, you're going to be able to see them on the left-hand side in this section under My Tasks. And finally, I'm going to do a test run so that you can see the email that the recipient would receive. This is what the email would look like. As we can see, it has the text that we had added, it has the two options that you can select from, and the attachment is also found at the bottom. Now we're going to go ahead and approve the task, which is going to open the second window so that the person can confirm the request as well as add any comments if needed, and then submit. And here I had logged the outcome, so if I go to the logs, I'm going to be able to see that the outcome was approved. And just like that, you have automated a task. Now, what happens when you want the user to complete a task, but you also want them to be able to provide some input? This is when the request data action comes in handy. The main difference of the request data action from the assign task action that we just reviewed is it allows you to be able to configure a form. So here, as we can see, I've created this form for the user to fill out to be able to generate a quote. Here they're able to add information like their full name, their phone number, project budget, etc. You can add as many fields as you want. You're able to add different recipients separated by comma, and you can decide if you want to complete the task when the first person responds, everyone responds, or a specific number of people respond. Like the assigned task, here you can also add reminders and expiries. And if we look at the output, here we're able to see information like how long it took them to complete the task, if it expired, when it was submitted, who submitted it, as well as the responses for each one of the questions that we provided. Now, if we look at the action, we can see that there's three branches, one for the first notification, for reminders, and for expiry. So if you want to set up reminder or expiry emails, you can do so in each one of those branches. However, if you won't be using them, you can simply delete them by clicking on the trash icon here. And for each one of these, it would be sending an email using your Gmail connection. So down at the bottom, you're able to edit the subject, the format, as well as the body, and you're going to see that it also adds a link to be able to fill in the form. So now let's see an example of what this would look like. This would be the email that the assignee would receive, and then if we click on the link, we're able to see the form. So then we can fill out the form here, and then once it's filled in, we can simply submit it. And as we can see now, it has completed the task. So after this, you can add any steps, like for example, store the responses in a Google Doc or a Google Sheet. And that would be everything. As you can see, it can be very simple to be able to automate your task assignments, making sure that all of your tasks are taken care of and resolved as quickly as possible.